the 9:20 flight from London Heathrow to Geneva, and on board a group of rugby ramblers. We're on our way to Morillon for a walking holiday in the French Alps. We're being met at the airport by Andrew and his wife Pauline. They're taking us back to their chalet, which will be our base for the week. We have time for a quick walk round before dinner to get our bearings, and then the chance to meet our hosts. Pauline and Andrew.
Right, okay. Yeah, that's
without them. I'll kill you.
You try it, I'll push you over the edge.
Yeah, thanks.
She'll fall over herself, that's true.
That'll be on the next.
Certainly. Our first day, and we're walking down through the forest to the village of Morillon. From there, we plan to do a loop on the far side of the valley, which will take us up to the village of Saint-Ouen.
It'll crash if he puts me on. Little friends. And they all got chummier as the week.
Try and smile. On the second day we start our walk from Saint-Ouen and walk along the valley in the direction of Six-Ferre-Cheval. Then we leave the valley floor and get our first taste of the hills.
But it's a bucket. It's looks like a Nazi helmet.
Yeah. Hanging down between your legs.
Oh no. Yeah. No, I think that one looks cuter. Pauline washes pedometers. Sheila washes telephones. It only happened last week.
Andrew and Pauline's chalet is set high up on the side of the mountain, with lovely views across the valley. At the back of the chalet there is a large field full of alpine flowers and buttercups. Wednesday morning, and it's market day in San Juan's. We spend an enjoyable hour looking round, before continuing our journey up the valley in the general direction of what Andrew describes as the end of the world.
Do you want to come here?
As is often the case, going down proves to be more difficult than going up. The path is strewn with boulders, and it's very uneven. It's another very hot day, 30 degrees, and the cafe alongside the waterfall is a very welcome sight. A 15-minute break and we're on our way again. Down the road and then along the riverbank to the waiting minibuses, and the end of another very enjoyable day's walking. Thursday morning, and we're off to Annecy for the day. The guidebook says it's a pleasure simply to wander aimlessly around Annecy's medieval old town, a jumble of narrow streets, canals and colonnaded passageways. And that's exactly what we did. Afterwards, we spent the afternoon on the lake. Back at the chalet, the field full of alpine flowers and buttercups is now also full of sheep. Today we've driven up the valley to the end of the road at Le Palais. From here we're going to walk up to the head of the valley, to the place that Andrew calls the end of the world. When we get there, some people will go with Andrew and climb up to the top of the left-hand ridge, walk along through the forest before attempting a tricky descent back to the valley floor. Others will do a circular loop at a lower level. Back at the chalet, the alpine flowers and buttercups have all disappeared, and the field is now full of over 600 very fat sheep. Our last day, and in the morning we drive to the top of the Col de Joplin. And then we set off up to the viewpoint at La Bourgeoise. Well, we've come to the end of our week in Morillon, a holiday that I'm sure we will remember for a long time. The beautiful scenery, Andrew and Pauline's hospitality, and of course the sheep. All that remains is a trip to the local car boot sale on our way to the airport, and then we're going home.